Rather, distance teachers support learning that supports content standards and sets learning goals of art, and not vice versa, as in the case of e-learning. Now teachers can think about how e-learning learning could better help them meet the curriculum and students' needs. In addition, participation in distance learning can help students achieve their goals of working with technological tools, communicating, solving problems and asking questions. Learning cannot meet all these goals or needs, but different teaching strategies must be used to meet these needs to develop the best learning experience for students and their families. Institutions must focus on educational issues and emphasize project-related learning in online teaching. Educators must spend a lot of time developing effective online guidance strategies. Effective online teaching broadens learners' horizons beyond course content, facilitates learners' feedback, gets learners to ask questions and makes it more comfortable for them to ask questions in the context of a classroom environment rather than in a virtual one. The National Science Teachers Association supports and encourages science educators to engage in professional learning in both traditional and informal online learning environments. The challenge for educational institutions is to find and use new technologies and rethink their education in the context of e-learning, in order to help students and academic staff who want to be counseled on digital skills. NSTA defines e-learning as an effective learning process resulting from the combination of digitally delivered content with learning support services. As we enter the second decade of the 21st century, it is more than ever time to break with traditional learning methods and start integrating modern technologies and combined learning experiences into our education and training programs. E-learning is a fully recognized method of learning in the natural sciences and can and should greatly improve the science of teaching and learning. It can be used in a mixed and coherent way to enhance the learning experience on the ground. We want to develop a comprehensive guide to e-learning technologies and strategies that can be used in educational, workplace and academic contexts to achieve better learning outcomes. A virtual learning environment is an online platform for educational purposes and a web-based platform. There are a number of different types of web-based platforms that can be used in e-learning. E-learning offers many creative ways to configure virtual learning environments. Different levels of assessment are offered and resources, activities and interactions are presented within the course structure. Virtual learning is usually associated with online courses and online environments, but has a much broader dimension. The following are the main components required for virtual learning in an e-learning environment. I have also compiled a list of the most common forms of virtual learning, describing various aspects of learning and the teaching process. Virtual learning is the process of improving the learning experience through the use of computers and the Internet as an institution within an educational organization. The teaching takes place in a virtual environment in which teachers and students are separated in space and time. An online learning environment allows educators and students to work on projects and exchange ideas and information across multiple communication modes. The use of computers and the Internet as a means of communication means that the learning experience can be further improved. This gives us the advantage of a resource-rich learning environment, but how can multiple teaching strategies be best used in online learning? Effective course design can begin by asking and answering the following question: what are the most important learning objectives and goals of the course? Teaching strategies are most effective when they are used specifically to achieve a specific learning goal. Flexibility is another interesting aspect of online learning. Learners can plan their time to complete a course available online. The combination of face-to-face lectures with technology has led to blended learning and flipped classrooms. This type of learning environment can increase the learning potential of students, but it is also your responsibility to improve your learning process. Students can learn in many ways to develop new skills that lead to lifelong learning. It's part of the learning process that develops during your career, and it's your responsibility as well. Based on this concept, Humboldt International University has created a non-credit course in its Master of Science in Computer Science, which calls for the use of e-learning environments. Virtual learning environments are software systems designed for teachers to facilitate the management of courses for their students by helping them and learners manage courses. The course will help students navigate the online education process and embed an 8-week course to help new students acquire a basic understanding of e-learning and the use of virtual learning environment technologies.